Hello, fellow YouTubers. LegoWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old. And today I am finally taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. I have been sitting on this figure for a while, but I just really wanted to make sure I would do him justice. And honestly, this is quite possibly my favorite thing that Hasbro has ever made. So I felt I needed to save him for some sort of special occasion. And since we're around the time that the original Transformers cartoon first premiered, I figured now is as good a time as ever. So, first things first, we're just going to set the trailer off to the side, take a look at the main truck mode. I think it looks really good. The truck bed looks a lot cleaner than most Optimus Prime truck modes do. Really like that. It's got the Autobot symbol visible on the side. Color matching isn't perfect. If you look here, this is much different shade of red than the rest of the truck, but it's generally not too bad when you don't have a light shining on it. He's got pinned on wheels, as really all Transformers should, if you ask me, because it's just, it gives him a more premium look. He's got the smokestacks. I wish they maybe plugged in a little better. Once again, it's not the end of the world. The headlights are painted. I really appreciate that. The windows look consistent. Nice silver on the front here. Yeah, just all in all, they did a good job with the truck mode. Then taking a look at the trailer, this one is actually a good size. More on that later. It's not like it's the most detailed thing, but I'm not really looking for that much detail on the trailer. It's got the basic ideas down. That's all I care about. And of course, it does have the supports that come out of the bottom, as the trailer should have. It does have some extra supports here, which I can appreciate. I don't know how necessary it is, but it's something. And we'll go ahead, just go ahead and pull this down. That opens up pretty easily. You don't need to undo the trailer to open it or close it, which I like. And you can open it up. I have some of the accessories stored in here that, once again, we'll talk more about later. And here we got Roller. He actually comes with Roller this time, as he should have in the first place. Along with this robot repair thingy. So, it's a neat feature. We're just gonna go ahead, get this closed back up for now. And come here. A second. Come on. There we go. You can open that up. I got some effects stored in here. And these are actually designed to attach to the bottom of the truck, so you can recreate the scene from the movie where he's blasting up into the air to take on the Decepticons. Iconic shot. It's really cool to be able to represent it here. I mean, in general, I don't really care that much about the blast effects, but they're cool to have, and they don't impact the figure, so you're not gonna see me complaining about them. So yeah, all in all, I think they did a fantastic job with the truck mode in terms of the actual truck and the trailer. Now to get into some comparisons. This is a really unfair comparison, but I'm going to make it anyway. Here he is compared to the Earthrise Optimus, which a lot of you probably know by now is just a figure that overall I'm kind of mixed on, but that's probably because I had my standards too high, because I just thought this would be the ultimate Optimus Prime figure, and it was close, but it just did a number of little things that just really rubbed me in the wrong way. I didn't really mind how the trailer looked from a visual standpoint in terms of its size. I thought it looked okay with this Optimus, but the biggest problem is that it's so dinky that the only Autobot you can fit in there is Cliff Jumper. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, It's not that the trailer is big enough to hold Cliff Jumper, as that Cliff Jumper is small enough to fit in there. So that just always kind of bugged me. It's not that we really saw Optimus hauling Autobots in this trailer that much in the G1 cartoon, but it's still just something I feel an Optimus figure should be able to do. So with this one, open it up, you can actually fit. I used 86 Jazz because he's a little wider, but still fits in with being kind of standard deluxe car. And what do you know? He fits in there with roller in there. Huh, who would have thought? And one thing I was very pleasantly surprised about with this figure was that you can actually fit the trailer on Kingdom Huffer. So you can recreate that one scene from G1 that I currently can't remember the name of the episode for. It's not perfect, but it's a little slanted, but it works pretty well. I didn't really think it would, because this one scaled really well with the Earthrise trailer, so I thought this one would be too big. And it is a little bit, but it's not too bad. So congratulations, Kingdom Huffer, or congratulations to both of you. You did a great job with whatever. And just for fun, another comparison, here he is with his successor, and another one of my personal favorites, the Kingdom Commander class Rodimus. These look really cool together. Optimus is a lot bigger, and I kind of like it that way. So I'd say that pretty much covers the truck mode. Now I can move on to the transformation. And I'm going to go ahead and set the trailer aside. Now this guy has a really, really cool transformation. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and undo the wheels, fold them in. Just going to go ahead and untab these, go ahead and free this thing up. And I'm going to go ahead, rotate this out. And just make sure you get that out of the way. Fold this down, rotate this, and then this is going to slide up into there. And just do same thing on this side. Go ahead and undo that. Then go ahead and fold these down. Go ahead and untab the legs, and then just undo these. It's on a double hinge, so you just gotta fold it like that and collapse it. Hides the wheels. Really, really nice. I love that a lot. Do the same thing on this side. Then go ahead, hold the feet out. And go ahead and fold these down. That down. Come to the side. Fold these down. Fold these up. And just kind of free everything up here. Fold that out. Rotate this. And do the same thing on this side. Fold down. And get these out of the way for now. Just go ahead and just fold, push this out. Just get your finger up in there and push that out. Fold that down. Just going to get this out of the way. And then go ahead and fold these out. It's going to be a little tough to get out. They kind of get stuck sometimes, but it's doable. I'm going to fold this down. And then flip these things up. Go ahead and fold this up and tab that in. And just push down, get the head out, then just point the ears. And then go ahead and rotate this around. And then fold these down, like so. Fold that down. And then just collapse these. Once again, this is on a double hinge, so just kind of finagle it. Camera's having a really hard time focusing on this. Rotate the waist around. Then go ahead and open these up. Fold the hands out. Do the same thing on this side. Get everything situated. And there we have Optimus. Oh, wait. Fold that up. And then there we have Optimus in this amazing robot mode. So taking a look at the details on the robot mode, that face, the head sculpt in general, looks really good. Very well sculpted. And what do you know? They painted the face. Yeah. Got the Autobot symbol on his left shoulder. The chest there is painted really well. Feels like most of the time these end up as more of a kind of gray, but this time the thighs and waist section are more white. I like that. And the legs actually clean up really well. He doesn't have the wheels, visible wheels, which those don't really bother me. It's just, I am more of a cartoon purist, so I like having them tucked away. And I don't know, I'm just kind of a sucker for that type of transformation in general, where parts tuck away and they're completely hidden. I don't know, I just really enjoy that type of thing. It's got some back kibble, not too bad. It doesn't really bother me that much. I think it's fine. The smokestacks are nice silver, a pretty decent height. And then of course, as is pretty much the standard for Optimus Prime figures nowadays, you can open up the chest and there's the Matrix in there. It's the same Matrix we've been getting for the past few years, so I'm not really gonna talk about it that much, but it is there. So that's the important part. And for a comparison, here he is with the Earthrise Optimus. And again, I know this isn't a fair comparison, but once again, I'm still gonna make it. It's just night and day. This, in terms of just being a good representation of G1 Optimus, this thing is just amazing. This wasn't bad. If I hadn't been expecting this just to be the ultimate Optimus Prime, the greatest Transformer ever made, I probably would be a little easier on it, but just proportions, they've really bugged me for a while. Gigantic chest, that just doesn't look right. T-Rex arms, so you can't really do any, like you can't even have him hold his gun as well. I don't know how to say it, folding it across his chest. It's just, you can't do that as convincingly. And he's got legs that are just too long, which wouldn't really bother me if the arms and torso were longer. It just, it feels like a just shorter figure mashed on top of a taller figure. That is one of the weirdest explanations, but I hope you get the idea. Again, it's just a kind of generic Optimus in the style of G1 Optimus. It's not bad, but I just wanted better, and I finally have that. Then for some more comparisons, just kind of to get a general feel for how he scales with our other Autobots. There he's with Kingdom Huffer, 86 Jazz, Earthrise Cliffjumper, and 86 Ironhide. I'd put 86 Ratchet here, but I haven't actually gotten that figure. I was waiting on it for a while, and now that figure is just really skyrocketed, which is really quite a bummer. I wish I'd gotten him when I got the chance, because after reading the Skybound comics, I kind of wanted a more accurate G1 Ratchet, but oh well, what can you do? Anyway, off topic. Here's with some other Autobots. Looks really good. Now the only downside, I've got this Optimus that's a size that I'm happy with. The problem is that now I definitely need to get the new 86 Megatron, which is fine. I like this Megatron. This has been my main Megatron for the past few years. Never got the Earthrise one. I was happy with this, but now I'm gonna have to get the 86 one, which I don't mind, because that one should have some really nice engineering in it. So I am looking forward to getting that whenever I get around to it. And then here he is once again with the Kingdom Rodimus. Same deal with vehicle mode. He is bigger, and I do think that's how it should be. I like that, even if we don't really see these two side by side much, like the Hot Rod actually being Rodimus Prime. It's cool to see it though. Now to get into some of his accessories. Obviously he comes with his iconic rifle, which I hate to bash Earthrise Optimus, but once again, this is much, much better because it's just a better size. And now, thanks to the, come on. Okay, that's really stuck in there. There we go. And now, thanks to the added articulation, which I will cover in a second, what do you know? He can hold it pretty convincingly in front of himself. That's a lot better. It makes me very happy. It's the small things in life, you know what I mean? And then here we have the axe, which to put this on. Just go ahead, fold the wrist in, and that just pegs on. And now we've got his iconic axe that he used in one episode. I'm pretty sure that was just in the More Than Meets the Eye multi-parter. But still, I'm not going to complain about having it, because having Optimus with a gun and an axe, it's a cool look. And then I'm just showing off because they include it. We got a blast effect. Once again, I don't care that much about having these. I don't mind having them because they're not compromising the figure or taking the place of any other accessories I'd want to have. But still, it's just, they're not necessities for me. All right, I said I'd cover it, so let's go and get into the articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Not a ton of up or down movement, a little bit, but not the most I've ever seen. Then again, that's just kind of to be expected with modern Transformers. I mean, you could use the transformation joint, get a little more upward and downward movement, which doesn't look awful, so that's an option. Shoulders can do a full 360. They can go out to the side. You have a backwards and forwards butterfly joint, which I greatly appreciate. It's not the cleanest look, but I'm always happy to have butterfly joints. They make me happy. There's a bicep rotation, an elbow bend, which pretty much goes to exactly 90. Wrist rotation, and then the rest of his fingers are articulated. Then his index finger is individually articulated, which seems to be kind of the standard now for commander classes. And then, thankfully, the front hip panels, I forget what you call these, they move separately. A lot of times they do where it's just one big piece, but they move separately. So you can just move one leg forward while still maintaining the sculpt, which I really like. So anyway, legs can go forward that far, and then same deal on the back. Same thing. It can go back that far. There's a waist swivel. They can go out to the side that far. Pretty good range there. Thigh rotation, knee bend, over 90. Really, really like that. And then ankles, you do have to untab them, but you do have an ankle pivot. And then there is toe and heel movement, but if you want to use them more, you have to fold these things out so you can get more movement. Well, at least for the toe. The toes you do. Heels not so much. So yeah, articulation on this guy is really, really nice. I haven't done it a ton, but I could just have a field day posing this guy. I should do that more. I need to do more like figure photography where I just put him in whatever pose looks cool. That's just really fun to do. All right, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the Matrix much, but as long as I'm talking about how happy I am with the posability on this figure, I should be able to put him in this pose because you couldn't do this with the Earthrise Optimus, and that was something that bothered me way more than it should have. Anyway, I say that pretty much covers it for this figure, so I'll go and get him on the display and give my final thoughts. All right, so there we have 86 Optimus and his trailer with my G1 84 Autobot shelf. Really like how he looks there. He's a lot taller, and I think that's how he should be. So, I mean, if you couldn't tell by the review, I love this figure. I still stand by, this is one of, quite possibly, the greatest thing that Hasbro has ever made. He's got some competition. There's a lot of other figures I really love, but this one just does everything that I want an Optimus to do. I'm sure I'm going to get a comment or two of people saying that comparing this guy to the Earthrise one isn't fair. And, you know, it isn't. I'm not really basing it too much on just how they are, like how they are for their value. I'm just basing it on how they are as Optimus Prime figures. And at the end of the day, this is a gazillion times better than the Earthrise one, which I would expect because he's a commander class and significantly more expensive, which I'm sure would deter some people from getting this figure. He hasn't gone up too much. You want to get him on Amazon. He's around $108, which is expensive, but he was $90 back when he came out, so it's not too bad. You can get him for the original retail price on Big Bad Toy Store. I just checked before I filmed this, so if you want to get him, that would probably be your best option. Of course, with shipping, that's probably going to be over $100. Happened with the 86 Commander Class Ultra Magnus for me. But still, if you haven't gotten this figure, do yourself a favor and definitely get him. He looks really good in both modes. Transformation is fun. He poses well. He comes with pretty much every accessory that you want an Optimus Prime to. Just all in all, it's a great figure, so definitely recommend it. And I'm glad I finally got to talk about him, and I hope I did him justice. But of course, that's just what I think of this figure. As always, please be sure to let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments. And just so you know, if you don't like this figure, you're wrong. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.